All right, our last group here, let's look at some non-playoff teams that it's going to be a big hill to climb to get back into that group. As much as you and I are bullish on Dallas this year, they're the Cowboys. They have 6 primetime games. That's the second most in the NFL. Kansas City, of course, has 7. And this division is just brutal, where that's really where it starts. You're at the Eagles, of course, week 1, then the Giants, and then you kind of look at the back half of the schedule, Chris. That's where a lot of the primetime and, of course, holiday games come into play for a team that plays on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Definitely. And again, the Giants, they're better than them week 2. We get that. The Giants' defense is going to be a handful, though. That's one thing I think people are sleeping on. You're going to go to Chicago and deal with that. That won't be easy. Dallas is, yes, like we've talked about, better than people realize, but there are some real stretches and some real schedule craziness, just like the Chiefs have to deal with, especially in the late part of the year. I think that's the thing you look at more than anything. So there's a team that I don't expect to win the NFC East. I'm not saying that, but I do think in playoff contention all year. And you're going to have a stretch, I think, where we get into, like, their November, December to me is as tough as anybody I've seen.
Yeah.
Again, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. Okay? Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders. Again, I'll say it one more time. I don't care what their records are, as long as their quarterbacks are healthy and those are not going to be easy. They might not be, 10-2 or 9-1 or whatever you want to say there, but the culture and what's there, I just go, no, that's going to be brutal no matter what those teams are, unless they're totally decimated by injury. And Dallas is going to have to show they're a playoff quality team in November and December to get in the playoffs. I think that's what I look at more than anything with their schedule.
Yeah, the biggest thing with Dallas, besides Dak being back, is can Micah Parsons be the best defensive player in the NFL? And that's on the table, for sure. But he needs to take over against those teams that they're not going to be favored against. And there's a lot of matchups like that on their schedule.
It is. I'm excited to see him with Enzarique and Dante Fowler back in the mix. And they got a good secondary. These 2 receivers they got are dangerous there. I saw Michael Parsons, a video of him the other day. He looks thinner and in shape. So that'll be interesting to see kind of how that translates on the football field. But, yeah, Dallas, there's some things to like about their team. And they are a team that they certainly don't blink from the big lights or the big stage either. Dak Prescott, though, I would say is the biggest year of his career. I think it's the biggest year of his career. Again, he's the highest paid quarterback in football. I know Josh Allen and Florio tells me new money, he's more than Dak Prescott. But yearly average, I believe Dak is still on top. Is Dak even a top 10 quarterback is the question.
He hovers right at 12.
That doesn't make sense. And he's going to continue to be scrutinized until he plays better football and looks like a guy that's in the top 7 or top 8. And, of course, playoff wins and all of that is so much of what is dictated his career, and can he do that? But, yeah, I think Dallas is going to be better than people realize. Yo, homies, what's up? Thanks for watching Chris Simms Unbuttoned. And just because the weather's warm doesn't mean football ain't still on our brains right here.
We are still working, so smash that subscribe button. We got all the training camp news, preseason news, everything up until kickoff night.
Thanks for watching. And, again, remember to hit that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.